Everybody, it's Mary with Stamps-N-Lingers, and it is 1 o'clock on Thursday, which means it's time to make another card. So let me do a quick refresh over here to be sure that I'm actually transmitilating. Well, I see that I have an upcoming video, so that's a good sign. And here we go. All right, I still see a picture, so hopefully it'll switch over here pretty quick. Give it a second. There we go. There we go. Now we're going live. So I hope y'all are having a wonderful week. It is cold here, like don't even want to go outside cold here. But at least it is not precipitating, so that's good. I'm not sure what's coming on the weekend. Just I know it's like down in the 20s overnight, every single night, which is too cold for me. So our card today is a little bit springy, a little bit summery, and it's got a couple of sneak peeks of some new goodies going on here. These are the Flowers Fair stamp set. Is a beautiful background set. I really love this stamp. Hey Judy, appreciate you coming. And then you can see here this DSP is the new wood grain textures, I think. Wood Grain Wonders, that's it. Wood Grain Wonders DSP. These are March 2026 online exclusives. And I just made a couple of little flowers on the inside. And then I used this pretty thank you from the Round of Hello stamp set. That was all I used. I was going to use this large hello, but then you needed a bigger circle and it just covered up too much of those pretty flowers, and so I didn't do it. Hello, Amy. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Sherry and Carol and Nancy and Rosie, Marianne and Danette and Margene. Appreciate you guys coming. So we are going to make our card today. It'll all be on my blog tomorrow, so you don't need to worry about that. And this card is actually going to give us a little sneaky peek, another sneak peek at our new Stampin' Positioner, which, if you haven't been following along, is the subject of our great joining special coming up in February, starting on February 3rd, running through March 2nd. Yes, I'm pretty sure I got the 3 and the 2 right on that. When you join, you'll pay $99 and get to pick your $125 worth of goodies as always, but free in your cart without doing another thing. You will get our brand new positioner. So there you go. It's a good thing. And after today, you'll know how to use it, right? So, well, they'll be back, Linda. They will be back. I am certain of that. But yeah, they've been pretty popular. All right, so I'm going to take a 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 piece of the new wood textures, wood grain wonders. I should write that down. Wait a minute. I'm going to write that down because I'm going to say it a few times. Wood grain wonders. Okay, there we go. Now that I've written it, certainly I'll remember it. So the way that Stampin' Up! Has developed this positioner, once it helps you, you don't have to, but it helps you because they've put this little marking here. Can you see that little triangle right there? That is for the corner of your cardstock. And when you do that and line the cardstock or your DSP up with that line, then your paper is supported between these two pegs. We're just a little bit wider apart than the other pegs, all right? So you can put that down, and then you can put a magnet down. But I'm not going to put the second one yet because this large stamp is, well, large. That's why I said large already. Hey, Daryl. And we're going to place it. I really like this, and I'm going to show you a little tip I developed. I didn't develop it. It just came to me as I was making the sample that I think will help you a little bit. So we're just going to pull this off of the acrylic. Okay. And then we'll get it placed, and I want to put it a little bit higher than I put it on my sample. Get a little more flour. There we go. Kind of straight looking. And then let's see, I can put a magnet there. And I'll put a magnet there. That one's not really going to help very much. Okay, and I'm all lined up. And this is probably going to move when I pick up the stamp. The stamp is probably going to stick to the paper and pick it up. But because I have lined it up with that little marking right there, it'll be easy to fix. So the plate that is the moving portion of the Stampin' Positioner, one side is smooth on the top, one edge has holes, and then this other edge on the bottom has these little foot doohickeys that are the uppy downies. And then these things, which is where these holes go, also have the uppy downies, so the whole thing will move at the same time. Uppy downies, that is a technical term developed purely for the Stampin' Positioner. Okay, so we're going to go straight down and pick it up. And as I suspected, it grabbed the DSP. That's fine. Our stamp is now adhered. So I'm just going to put everything back where it was. And we'll just put everything back where it was and put that one magnet there. I'm not going to bother with the other one. And then I will... Thank you. I think it's beautiful. I really love it. I'm going to take early espresso ink and ink up my stamp real good. And when I do backgrounds, I don't worry about where the paper is that I'm stamping. I just ink the whole thing. And yes, I will get some ink on my grid paper for my positioner, but that's okay. Oh, we should probably put it on right side up. I couldn't have put it on the other way anyway because things wouldn't have fit. But what's kind of nice is when you set that down, I still haven't touched the paper. So if I looked and I said, oh no, that's not where I wanted it, I could still pick it up and I wouldn't have marked my paper at all, which is kind of handy. But I am happy with that, and so let's go ahead and give it a good press and get that image down. Okay, and we'll just pick that up, and that looks like a pretty good image. I think it's pretty good. I will take it. If I didn't like it, I would just put it back in place, ink up, and do it again. So let's go the uppy downies. That's right. That's a technical term, the uppy downies. Now I'm going to leave that on that big plate, and I'll show you why in just a little bit. But now we're going to do a little coloring. We're going to do a little coloring. Now, I'm not going to color all these flowers. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to color 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers and some leaves. And we're going to do them in Berry Burst. So I've got my light Berry Burst Stampin' Blend. Now this is the part where it's going to be like watching concrete dry, so I apologize for that. So yesterday was not our best day. Little Addie, I don't know why. I've never had a dog yet do this, but she did. I should have known she would. Of any of the dogs, she would do it. I was just about at the end of my treadmill workout, and I had my headset in, but I felt this bump, and then I heard caterwauling. And I looked back, and Miss Addie had decided she was getting on the treadmill with me. And that did not work out. Now, 3.1 miles an hour is not very fast if you're a human, but it is very fast if you have 6-inch pins and you aren't expecting to go fast. So we had a resulting quick trip. Okay, so this is the dark Berry Burst, and I'm just going to kind of color some of these lower pieces where there would be some shading, and then I'm just going to add a little bit on the shading marks that are part of the stamp. So anyway, we ended up, I did not get my massage yesterday because I was sitting at the vet with her. She now has 7 stitches in her little leg, and she's carrying it around, and she's doing better today. She was pretty sad yesterday, didn't hardly eat anything, and when Addie doesn't eat, you know she's not feeling very good, but she didn't. She does have the cone of shame that she has to wear in the night. In fact, I hope she's not taking advantage of the fact that her dad isn't paying attention and I am doing this, because I thought she could probably be without the cone during the day because she sleeps mostly. And if she looks at her foot, I can say, nope, you can not do that or I'll put the cone back on you. But she did pretty good with the cone. We had a larger kennel than her regular one. We had the one that we bought when we first got Finn, his puppy kennel. And it was, it's bigger. So we were able to put her big bed in there, and it gave her room to move around even with the cone. So she's doing okay. The only thing she hasn't put that foot down yet. And I think she's just afraid of it hurting. And I get it, because I remember after I broke my leg, it hurt like a mofo to put that foot down. So I get it. So hopefully by tomorrow she will have figured it out. But she's back to eating. She's back to standing at the back door barking if we go outside without her, which we do because she really can't walk around with us. And I don't trust her at the barn right now because she can't get out of the way of anything quick enough. So she's kind of confined to the house and little forays around the garden in the yard. So anyway, yeah, it wasn't a good day. And yes, it was such a terrier move. My only hope, I think, when I got on it this morning, she was in her bed and she really gave it a side eye. So I think, unlike Finn and the horses and getting kicked in the head, I feel like she has put it together. Thanks, Sherry. Appreciate that. I love, love, love this stamp image, and I really love it on the on this DSP. Really love it. And I will tell you straight up, no lie, this is a straight up case from one of the samples for this stamp set. In fact, it's actually a sample for the Round of Hellos stamp set in the mini catalog. Or maybe it's an online exclusive. I think a Round of Hellos, let me see. Yeah, it's an online exclusive. So it was a sample for that, and I could not figure out what they had used. And then when they released this DSP, I was like, oh. And the stamp set was new. So it was good to be able to say, oh, now I can make that beautiful card, because I'd been wanting to make it since I saw it. Okay, so we have 4 of our flowers. Yes, she will be fine. She has to go get her stitches out in a couple of weeks. So there you go. She met a new doctor. Well, I mean, they're all going to be new to her because she hadn't been to that vet yet. We hadn't been to the vet at all with her here, which that was nice. So anyway, all right, so I've got my light Old Olive and then my dark for the oh gosh, my brain just froze. For the shadow lines, there we go, that's what I was looking for. Yes, as Rosie said, the Round of Hellos is available now as an online exclusive. And then Flowers Fair, the background stamp, will be available in March on the 3rd. Now, here's the deal. If you join during our joining special in February, I'm going to color this one too. If you join during our joining special, not only will you get the Stampin' Positioner for free, but you'll be able to order from the pre-order as part of your starter kit if you would like. So you could, if you love this Flowers Fair, and I know you do because you're very smart, then you could actually put them in your starter kit. Also, if you have earned bonus points during this February bonus coupon, earning period, then you can't use the coupons to buy your starter kit, but as soon as you get your, I'm putting an extra one there, as soon as you get your demonstrator ID number, which would be right after you join, you can place your first demonstrator order, get your 25% discount, but wait, there's more. And you know what? I'm going to color this flower down here because I want to. And apply your bonus coupons to your first demo order. So you'd be just saving like right and left. Left, right, up, and down you'd be saving. Just saying. Just saying. All right. So there's that. And now because I colored that flower, I feel like I can color this leaf. And that's what I'm going to do. And once I do this, we'll mat this on Early Espresso and make a quick sentiment. And that's all it's going to take for this card. Some quick and easy stamping and coloring, and good to go. So let's mat this with a little bit of, should I color that flower? I won't color it while I do this. Tell me, should I color that top flower right there, that little bud? right there. You guys, speaking of bud, this is what we call random association. Have you seen the new Budweiser commercial with the baby eagle who grows up to be the full-size eagle? Have you seen that one? Because oh my goodness, it's old time Budweiser commercials. Like, you remember the Budweiser commercial where the team trotted to New York City and bowed to the Twin Towers? Remember that one? It's that kind of commercial. It's just so good. Okay. You know what? I'm going to color that flower. I want that flower colored. It's calling my name and I need to color it. So here we go. Gotta be a little more careful. A little more careful. Okay. I have to be quiet. If I talk, I'll make a mess. Okay. Yes, it is a wonderful, wonderful commercial. I felt so bad for the little baby eagle, and then I realized it was going somewhere on it. There was a purpose to that. Okay, and let's just give that a little color right there. Okay, there we go. All right, now on a piece of basic beige, Blackberry Bliss, you would like me to color one more leaf on the middle flower. This one? There's no more. Oh, you mean down here? I think it's going to be covered by the sentiment, but if it isn't, I'll color it. Okay? All right. Okay, we got a good one. Now, let me go off screen right quick, and we're going to cut that out with, if I'm not mistaken, this stylish shaped circle. So I'll be right back. Hang on. It's the only time I have to leave this the whole thing. All right. Nice thing about stamping a sentiment on a circle is you just have to get it centered. You don't have to worry about it being straight, because you can always make it straight when you put it on the card. All right, there we go. All right, let's see if this is going to cover that leaf or not. Yeah, it's going to cover that leaf. Okay. All right, so we don't need to color that. Now I'm going to take some, this is from the January to April mini, and it's golden white ribbon. And what we're going to do is I want to put it on here kind of like this. So I'm going to put some Stampin' Seal across it this way, like that. Make sure I got it going the direction I want. I do. And we're going to overlap that just a little bit like that. Let's see how that looks. Okay. Okay. Give that a snip. Give that a snip. And then we'll put this on with some dimensionals onto our card front. And I'll add a few little jemmies and we'll be done ski. Do you hear what I'm saying? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? We'll be done skis. Well, we'll be done with the front. And then we're just going to we're going to just do a couple of stamps on the inside and our envelope flappa. Not our flappa, our fronta. And we'll be done. This is definitely one where that stamp does all the work, combined nicely with that pretty DSP. Okay. And then I've got some purple fine shimmer gems, and I've got them in Berry Burst, so we'll add some of those. And that'll be all she wrote. Let's see, let's do another couple down here. And that is 4, which is unacceptable. So we're gonna go one more right there. All right, and there's our card front. Now, with these big background stamps, I would recommend go ahead and use your positioner plate as your acrylic block. So I have a piece of basic beige, and I'm just going to stamp the top part of my image. Now you could go to the effort of cleaning it and taking it off and putting it on your positioner, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to boldly stamp this and hope it works out. And it did. But while I have it out, let's go ahead and stamp the front of our envelope. Thank you guys. I'm so glad you like it. Now, when I have this, sometimes if I've got just a small stamp on here, I'll just tap it on the ink pad instead of holding it upside down and tapping it with the ink pad. There's a big difference between on the ink pad and with the ink pad, right? All right, we'll just put that in the corner of the envelope. There we go. Mr. Finn is at the groomer right now. Miss Addie was supposed to be there with him, but she can't have a bath if she has stitches. That doesn't even make sense now, does it? And you know what? I'm going to move this because I'm going to be coloring, and there's no need to get ink on my envelope. All right, so I think that's the dark. Let's not use the dark. All right, thanks guys. Thanks, Marva. Glad you liked it. All right, so we're just gonna flood that. And to kind of go along with my card front where I did not color everything, I'm just gonna color these two large flowers and not that little one. Remember, when you are using Stampin' blends on the front of a envelope, you don't want to push down real hard. Because you do run the risk of it bleeding through to the back. Just throwing that out there. See, this way the post office is like, man, that is a beautiful card. And then if you're lucky, they won't like run it through the shredder machine. But it's possible they still will. I'm just throwing that out there. Oh, I got some white spots right there. That's not good. Hopefully it didn't go to the back. Okay. And then let's see, is this light? Yeah. And we'll do the same on here. Easy peasy. It's interesting. It's a good comparison to see how these they look so different colored on the different papers, the basic beige and the white and the DSP, all with the same blends. So I kind of like that. Way to get something different without adding a bunch of product to your list. All righto, almost there, people. But I do have to reschedule my massage because I already paid for it. I paid for it when I booked it. If I hadn't already paid for it, I would just say, well, okay, I just won't go again. I'll wait until the next sale comes. But I paid for it, see? Also, I want it. Poor little girl. I felt so bad for her. And then, God knows, we took Finn with us to the vet because he was really upset when she hurt herself. He was very upset. He didn't like the crying, and he didn't like her. He just didn't like it. He was very upset. So we took him with us, and he and Wayne sat in the truck while I was in the vet with her. But But then when we got home, he jumped out of the truck and he was so excited. He came bounding up to me, and before I could stop him, he jumped to put his paws, and he bonked her right on her poor little stitches, and she squalled, and his face just was like, oh my God, what did I do? And she was like, oh my God, what did you do? Don't be such a clodhopper, big brother. He says, I didn't want you to be hurt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and put that in our, Addie is, we're thinking probably 8, 9. She was a street child, and so when she was rescued, they told my mom she was like 4 or 5. So we're just kind of guessing. But she's old enough to not want to have this by any stretch. And then we'll put the card front on with some dimensionales. Oh, yay, Marva, have fun with your pre-order. That is so exciting. What will you play with first? The possibilities are just so endless. Okay. All right, guys, so this will be coming to you. Flowers Fair is this beautiful background. I am a lover of background stamps, and I've been waiting a while for a beautiful one like this. I just think this one is so pretty. I don't even think you'd need to color it. I think you could just leave it as whatever you stamped it on. I really do. I think it's gorgeous. Yep, I will be back on Saturday. I don't know what we're going to make. It'll probably involve a sneak peek of some sort. But I don't know exactly what. Might be a fun fold. I don't know. I don't know. And then I'm going to put some more of this, what did I call it? Wood Grain Wonders. See, writing it down didn't even help. Oh my goodness. Wood Grain Wonders. Wood Grain Wonders, Wood Grain Wonders, Wood Grain Wonders, Wood Grain Wonders. Oh, Wood Grain Wonders. Where is my Wood Grain Wonders? Here we go. All right. And then, remember, I want some props. There were no fussy cuts on here. You can see the back of that DSP is beautiful in pecan pie. I like it. I like it. I really, really like it. Alrighty then. So there you go. Flowers Fair and a round of hellos for a quick and easy thank you card, which I can't help but think you're going to like to have. Alrighty. I hope you have enjoyed it. I appreciate you spending part of your week with me, and y'all stay warm, stay safe. Hopefully you won't get a round 2 of the winter storm. And if you are in the snow right now, I hope you're getting dug out and are staying warm. See you guys on Saturday. Thanks so much. Ta.